to guide the way.
Our alma mater standing today. Okay. We'll go ahead and get started. Yeah, you get all the way up. Okay. When they come up, everybody's going to introduce themselves and spell their name, okay? Ready?
Good morning. I'm Dr. Yulita McCullough, Y-O-U-L-E-T-T-A, M-C-C-U-L-L-O-U-G-H. We are out here this morning because we are outraged.
That's right.
Truly outraged.
That's right. That's
because we had a meeting less than 24 hours ago with the HISD representatives, bond office, the architect, and all to discuss how we could partner together to come to some type of dialogue.
That's right.
Less than 24 hours on a holiday Sunday.
Right.
A holiday Sunday, this demolition took place that's behind us, and they began to destroy the building.
That's right.
They deceived us.
That's right.
We don't have any trust, and we are just outraged because we thought we had some type of professional collegiality that would exist between organizations.
That's right. That's right. We're mad as hell.
Good morning. Thank you for coming out. I'm Ida Powell, I-D-A-P-O-W-E-L-L. I'm here to say what a great civics lesson for the students of Houston Independent School District. A great civics lesson. Trust your leaders.
That's right. That's right.
Trust your leadership. We met with representatives of the contracting construction office, school board member, the architect, and others to work toward a solution. On Saturday, the sign, that is a digital sign, I call it a marquee, that is at Greenhurst and Lyons Avenue, read, closed for renovation. Closed for renovation. The bond that the citizens voted for was presented as a renovation project, and that's what the citizens voted for. Subsequent to that vote, a small group of people decided that this building did not serve their purpose. On Saturday, HISD construction staff and others, including the board member, that this building is structurally sound.
That's right.
There are no foundation issues, no water damage, that the building is structurally sound. What they have decided is that they need a 21st century building for 21st century education. And there is not a person in this group who would disagree that students need that facility. The issue is, should we sacrifice this landmark, this structurally sound building, for that purpose? There is a lot of history in this building. This building educated many. Personally, I can date this school back to 1931 when my aunt graduated from the school, went on to Wiley College and became a teacher and later an administrator in the Houston Independent School District. Astor Lee, Booker, Henderson Mock would be appalled at this civics lesson.
That's right.
I am appalled at this civics lesson.
That's right.
Not only is this building structurally sound, to dismantle and demolish it is waste.
That's right. That's right.
The population estimated for the new school is 1,000. They've been trying hard. They haven't gotten 500.
That's right. That's right.
It is our understanding that the last census, the population was less than 250. When asked what was the urgency to build a structure for 1,000 students, we were told what the building would cost in the future if they delayed. And And so here we have the civics lesson. Preserve historic building, for which we have third party ready to repurpose the building, partner with HISD and others to do a library, a museum, a cultural center.
Yes.
But their years have been closed to any alternative. Please help us get the message out. Yes. We are not anti-progress. Don't let them put that label on us. We believe in education. And we believe the future is in the new technology. So don't let them tell you that we are denying children a 21st century education. That is far from the truth. Here is our question. Sacrifice this structurally sound building. 1929 architecture. That's right. Built for the colored and Negro students. That's right. Who had nowhere else to go. That's right. Had to go across town to Jack Gate. That's right. Seeing the need, the best architects and builders were gathered. And this is the facility. This is 1929. This is 2014. What are we, 15 years shy of 100? And it is still structurally sound. Good faith civics lesson. Students, work with adults. Trust their word. Believe them. And on Sunday morning, don't be surprised when the bulldozer comes. That's right. Right. Thank you. Right.
All right. Well said. Well said. Yes, well said. Yeah, let's give a clap on that. Well said.
My name is Robert Muhammad, Robert Muhammad. I'm a student minister of the Nation of Islam, representative of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I'm not a Wheatley graduate or E.O. Smith graduate. I just simply know all of the graduates.
That's right.
Yes.
And as one of those that you like to label as an activist, we're here to get active.
That's right.
In support of these fine citizens who have contributed so much to the city of Houston. And all they ask is that you would remember the institutions that produced them.
That's right. That's right.
It is a shame that our school district, who requires of our children that they learn history, would wipe our history out.
That's right. That's right.
Do you know how many states of the United States are named after Indians, but there are no Indians there? And so now what we have is, from a 10,000-foot view, we have the value of the inner loop, outer loop land. We see now that in the next 20 years, that those who moved out to the suburbs are tired of going back and forth 45 minutes to an hour every day in commuting. So now they see the value of the inner city that they once abandoned some 20, 30 years ago. And so now they come and they destroy any remnants of what would be remembered by us. And they may repurpose the school, they'll tear it down, and they'll give it the same name of Phyllis Wheatley or E.O. Smith or some principal who helped build this institution, but the people that it was built to serve will be no more.
That's right. That's right.
And so what we're here to say to HISD is, please become an institution that serves the public and stop becoming this institution that acts like a psychopathic corporatocracy.
That's right.
That has no feeling, that's irresponsible, it has no social responsibility, no respect for history and heritage, and only cares about the bottom line, which is the bottom line. If it's about educating our children, what is more important than creating a sense of community, a sense of purpose, so that their education, they come back and serve the community that they were educated in. These people have not abandoned their community. They've stayed in this area when everyone else left, went to the suburbs, even the black middle class left. Many of these stayed here. And they fought against it when this was city under siege, when crack cocaine took over this city, when crime waves. They stayed, they kept their grass cut, they kept up their neighborhoods, they did all that they could, and now we see the value of the land that they've held on to. But yet we want to destroy the heritage. So we stand as the activists, as you like to call us, with this great community of people of different faiths, of different backgrounds, but of one purpose.
Yes.
That is to preserve our history and our contribution to this great city, this great state, and this great nation by asking HISD to respect your word. Make your word your bond. And those that we elect, remember, you do not report to the people who finance your campaign, you report to the people who voted for you. And the construction company, remember, you are spending our tax dollars. These are property owners behind me. And their tax dollars, homeowners, these are those whose property is paying for you to tear down or build up these schools. So remember who you're responsible to and who you're responsible for.
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be on you.
All right, absolutely, yes.
Thank you so very much. And to that end, I'm inviting everyone to sign our petition and come to our meeting Tuesday evening, 6 p.m. at the First Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, 4420 Lyons Avenue. That's the Waco exit off of I-10. 6 p.m.
Yes, be there.
Love to see you.
Be there.
If you need a website, contact us through our email, one word, Phyllis Wheatley alums and X's @hotmail.com, and we will send you the link to our petition online. Again, one word, Phyllis Wheatley alums and X's @hotmail.com, and that's Phyllis with an I. Thank you so very much. We appreciate your attention.
Right. Can I get in something?
How many signatures? Okay. No.
Can I get in something?
Let me get Kofi and then I can.
My name is Kofi Taharka, Kofi Taharka. I have the privilege, the honor, and the responsibility of being the national chairman of the National Black United Front. And in doing so, I get the opportunity to travel across the country. Unfortunately, what is happening here is something that comes under the banner which they call school reform or urban school reform. So when you go into black communities, historically black communities throughout this country, whether it's in LA, New York, Houston, or Chicago, you see the same types of activities going on. We're here today from the National Black United Front to stand in solidarity with these fine citizens. We want to add the national perspective as well as the same thing is going on the South Side. We should not be divided thinking that some kind of way it's going to be different over here than it is over at Yates. The same thing is going on the North Side. The same thing is going on at these various schools. And I see some people from different sides of town. HISD is a runaway freight train. They are not listening to the people. The board meeting was shut down because of the dissatisfaction and lack of responsiveness of Terry Greer and that board. And this is just one other example. We come to say, Fifth Ward, stand united with the rest of the city. Because this is a pattern. They acting like a runaway freight train. And we stand in solidarity with those who are strong enough to stand against them, no matter where it is, on the north side or the south side. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll have Michael, and then we'll have Deborah. Yeah, I'm going to get Deborah.
Okay, I am Michael Ali, M-Y-K-A-L-A-L-I. I represent the Houston music scene at Houston Music Scene at groups.facebook.com. The reason why I'm here is because I am alumni. I stood on these very grounds for 3 years, or over 3 years, even coming back as an alumni to help support the system itself educationally as well as athletically as well as musically. And it is appalling to see that this would even take place, the facing of a history. I stood in this very building day in and day out. I counsel as student council. I welcome in people, greeting them into a new environment and bringing them into orientation. All of this history is just expansive. Barbara Jordan, Ilana Joquette, Mickey Leland, the list goes on. I just did a tribute for Ornette Cobb. And in that tribute, I mentioned E.O. Smith because that was a direct proponent of Arnett and his support for the community, he came back here very consistently and prepared concerts for students in order to encourage them to continue in performing arts or to be a part of the performing arts. Okay, we cannot obliterate these type of elements from our community.
That's right.
Fifth Ward stands strong.
That's right. That's right.
One thing that I like about activism, the key word is active.
Yes.
Active agents. Nothing is considered to be good unless it becomes active.
That's right.
Pepper is not pepper until it is applied to a meat.
That's right.
Until it's applied to a vegetable. Okay, we don't know what the element is. So I'm urging all alumni from E.O. Smith as well as from Phyllis Wheatley, and you know who I'm talking about, many of my colleagues that I stood by for years and we want to fill. I'm soliciting you to become a part of this, to show up at Shiloh, to render support. You guys come out in groves. We cannot allow for this to happen. You know how much history we have that's embedded within this community. It cannot be erased or effaced. Not one iota.
That's right.
Okay, so this is a part of it. Become active.
That's right.
All right? Solicit yourselves, come out here and participate. Issues, show support. I have been here out of Los Angeles for 30 years. I've only been here for 5 months. And the reason why I returned home is for an element just as this, to be able to show support to the community and erect all of the outstanding accomplishments that go unlooked in the city by African Americans in particular, okay, who have contributed tremendously to the growth and development of this city. And it cannot be overlooked.
That's right.
Not as long as I have breath in my body will it be overlooked. I will continue to edify, to talk about these elements. And I invite you all to be a part of it too. Okay, we cannot be deceived about things that have been professionally agreed upon.
That's right.
So I'm saying to all the elements, the architects, the board members of HISD, all of the members that were concerned in this agreement that took place just a couple nights ago, fulfill your responsibility.
That's right. That's right.
Live up to your obligation. Your word is your bond. We all talk about alleviating the dissension in this city among ethnic groups. How can this take place if you are going to be deceptive? If you're creating a model like this, how can this take place? All right? So let's act positively. Okay? This is what I say. Peace and blessings be upon you. Thank you very much.
Deborah Blacklock Sloan. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Deborah Blacklock Sloan. DEBRA BLACKLOCK-SLOAN. I am a native Houstonian. I am a historian and a preservationist. As mentioned earlier, this building was erected in 1929. There are buildings in historically white neighborhoods that are still standing, that are the same age as this building or are a little bit earlier than this building. When HISD said we're going to close those schools, that community said no, and HISD backed down. That's right. Why can't this be the same thing for us? That's right. Why can't this happen to us? That's right. This building is a beautiful gem in this community. Yes, it is. As mentioned, blacks can go anywhere else but here. That's right. This building needs to stay. It needs to be preserved. So many people walk through this building. That's what this building is here for, so we can remember our past, remember our history. That's right. If it's embraced, what can we tell our children? This building used to be here, but it is no longer. HISD, are you listening? We want this building to stay. Yes. Thank you, Deborah. I think that'll pretty much conclude all of our speakers. I am Kathy Bluford Daniels. I am the president of the Super Neighborhood. And we all stand together, unified, as we did Saturday. And we're telling HISD, you lied, you lied, you lied. And the truth ain't in you. And we left here believing that you were going to respect the wishes of this community. And you lied. Kathy, spell your name, please. KATHY. BLUEFORD-Daniels, DANIELS.
We have confidence they're going to come through.
We still have a portion.
Yes.
We still have a slight portion that they can come in here and salvage. And we don't give a damn if Terry Greer might even use glue. But put this building back together in the front and the facade, which you promised that you were going to give us.
Yes, yes.
We are mad as hell and we ain't taking it.
Right, yes.
Do you think you have time to save this building before they do this?
Yes, we do. Even though they took out that side, then their architects and their engineers, and just like they decided that they were going to leave a certain portion of it, they can decide on putting that portion back together and putting the stucco on the building.
Oh, they can do
Give
it.
us
Yes.
the 20, 30 feet that you promised us when we left here Saturday. And less than 24 hours later, you tear down the building. We prefer the entire building, because we want to think of the museum. We've got legendary people here. You can see we're not crackheads,
We're not. Right.
as visually publicized usually in the media. We are educated individuals that live out here. We are homeowners.
Because of
Our
this.
families live out here still. We are grounded and rooted here. There was a time when there was nowhere else we could live. We couldn't go to school anywhere else. And now you want to take it away because it's convenient for you and because of gentrification and the people that you are trying to impress or appeal to. No, this is our history. You lied. Terry Greer, save our damn school.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Yes.
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 Well, you go ahead and tell them.
Well, if they don't destroy it before we get it filed. then
We
they
are
started
looking
yesterday.
at doing legal recourse. That is an action. We cannot give you specifics at this time, but we are utilizing all of our resources to do all that we can to save our school.
Yes.
There are processes in place. We have respected that. As professionals, we have done everything that we could do to show due diligence and to be professional and to meet HISD on a professional level. And we are going to utilize all of that, all those recourses, but we just hate the fact that we're just outraged because they lied to us.
That's right. That's
They
right.
they just didn't hold to their word that they just talked about in a meeting, and they have a picture, and I would encourage you to take a look at that picture and see everybody that was in that meeting on Saturday.
That's right.
And we're talking about coming out here Sunday, you all, on a holiday weekend. This is a holiday weekend Sunday.
A rainy Sunday.
A rainy Sunday that you came out.
Yes.
And you start knocking down this building. Does that make sense?
That's time and a half for double time. When you work on
And please do not mistaken their passion for some kind of thoughtless anger.
Yeah,
That's
we're
right.
not angry. We just want justice. We
That's
want.
right.
We
We want
want to.
school.
We don't mind. We understand 21st century education. That building can hold 21st century education. That building has large vocational laboratories that can be integrated into math and science and language and the career pathways that will make things work. That building has large auditoriums, has large structures that can accommodate the ITC, the globalization, all of the learning. We are not against 21st century education. We're not. We support that. We love it. We want our kids to strive and be a part of the culture and the fabric of this world, not just Houston, of this world. So we support that. Please understand that. We are not in favor of educating our kids and doing a 21st century facility. We love that. But you look at what's happened on Elgin with Ryan.
That's right.
That's a 21st century school.
They say.
That's an old school that you saved. Milby, Reagan's.
Right.
You know, there are examples throughout this city, you all, and it hurts us. We're grieving because
We are.
we're professionals and we came to the table as professionals.
That's right. That's right.
And again, don't mistake me for some kind of wild conspiracy theory.
What was the story behind that? And
I'm sorry?
The 2030, the facade, trying to save the facade. So with the knocking on the side, obviously
we
that's
asked
went
for the whole
against the
building.
facade plan. But what was that 20, if you could just explain to me and help me understand what that 20, 30 feet thing was and how this goes.
She's going to explain that to
We
you.
asked for the entire building, to salvage the entire building, for a museum, for all the people that have traveled on in these halls. Dr. Barbara Jordan, Vicki Leland, and Bruce Simmons, George Foreman, so many people. Franco Lee, Harold Dutton. We asked for this building so we had a third party that was interested in restoring it as a museum. And because they said that they could not give us the entire building, then we compromised at their suggestion. They suggestion, well, we'll come to you all. We tell you what we'll do. We'll save the front up to 1/3, about 20, 30 feet of that building. That whole exceeds that area in which Mr. Bankhead himself and Mr. Harrison himself said that they would give us saving this frontal facade. So that's a 2030. And this picture illustrates, it documents the $2 million that was spent on a library last year. They're getting ready to tear it down. This is wasteful spending. This is our money. As our brother alluded to, I mentioned earlier, this is taxpayer dollars.
Right.
We are taxpayers. We live out here, and they're going to waste our money. I wouldn't do my bank account like that, and I'm sure you wouldn't do yours.
Yes.
But they're wasting it because it's not theirs.
Right.
And so that money that they're wasting, they could have salvaged. They could use to salvage our building and build out. And I say our because we feel like we own that building. Our parents, our grandparents have gone to this school, sweated out on this full field, bled, and probably some people may have even died for these services.
Yes.
But this is an illustration of what the library looked like that was where the money was wasted. And what they said was they were going to try to salvage some components of the library.
In addition, they're failing to look at other alternatives, talking to other engineers and etc. And I would encourage you to not just look at the structure behind us. If you would sweep your cameras down to that corner and you look on the back side of the corner, there is a lot of property over here that they can build the Young Men's Academy on. When you look at the football field that's on Gregg Street, that is a whole vacant lot. You're looking at this whole parking lot here. So there's a lot of property that's here in this location where the OEO Smith Phyllis Wheatley used to stand. So please look at that property. Please look at entertaining other conversations with other engineers, other architects, with the preservationists, citywide, statewide. Please, we beg of you to please look at other options because we don't have any problems compromising and negotiating.
That's right.
We want to do that.
That's right.
But we just don't want you to blatantly just disrespect us and lie. And have us believe in one thing and then you come out and you do something else. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming out. Is there anyone else that wanted to say anything?
We're actually trying to be very prudent about our requests because this building is 100% usable.
It is. Right. It is.
Okay, instead of building a library, you can institute a library within and incorporate the technology, the latest technology for that. I would say even if we're talking about we should conserve the entire building, as you can see where the hole is, and going back to complete the entire building, that's not that much square footage. So why don't you just include the entire building and not efface any of the building, not compromise any of the building? Collectively, it is all a part of one structure. So we're not talking about very much square footage whatsoever.
Another point is right there in the next block, the former Deluxe Theater.
Yes.
That was built at the same time this building was built. They have restructured. They're doing everything they can to make that building a viable building. Why can't you do the same here?
Yes.
That's why they did this variance.
Yes.
That's why they signed it. Now that shows.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming.
I don't know.